They came over the mountain on horseback and on foot. More than 1,000 ethnic Tibetans pouring into a remote Chinese town not far from the Tibetan border. Their call for freedom from Chinese rule and for an end to years of what they say is brutal oppression.
These are the type of protests being repeated throughout the country. People, mostly Tibetans, demanding their freedom and their own country.
Attempts to storm the government office are repelled by tear gas. About 100 heavily armed soldiers holed up inside send men and women into a panicked retreat. Bleeding from an open wound to his head, this man tells me he was beaten by Chinese soldiers. The crowd moves to the town school, where riders pull down the Chinese flag, replacing it with the former national flag of Tibet. The night before, monks and others living in the town's monastery were ordered not to join in the protest. Some listened, others didn't. Chinese troops destroyed this temple during the first Tibetan uprising 50 years ago. Only recently restored, some monks say they are willing to lose it again. Tibet's pacifist spiritual leader called for calm and gave an unprecedented plea.
If things become out of control, then my only option is completely resign.
While still revered, a new generation of Tibetans no longer believe his path of nonviolence works. And so they fight for independence, threatening a guerrilla-style war at whatever the cost.
An estimated 20,000 people took part in protests in recent days. This despite the presence of heavily armed paramilitary police. In the remote town we were in, we witnessed as many as 70 trucks full of reinforcements arriving. This is far from over. Lloyd?
Steve, Tibetans are claiming Chinese brutality. What are you seeing firsthand?
Well, in this case, Chinese authorities showed a great deal of restraint. They fired tear gas, not bullets, and only when their compound was attacked. But at the same time, many Western journalists are still not allowed into these areas. We got in due to a lot of effort. So it's still really hard to know exactly what is happening out there. Lloyd?
Thank you, Steve. CTV Steve Chow reporting from Gansu province in China.